I'm really excited. We've felt like we've turned the corner in a lot of ways. I mean, we still have to obviously win games and show that, but just the level of work these kids put in every single day, the level of energy. I haven't coached effort one time yet in practice for Spain or practice so far, and they're doing all the things that they have to do to be great, and so I'm really excited. We enjoy practice every day. I feel like we're getting better all the time. Our chemistry is getting better, and we look forward to this season.
You mentioned that energy level just kind of through the roof. What do you think that that's a testament of? The way the practices are, or just the type of kids that you have here?
I think there's no question it's the character of our kids and their desire to be great, their desire to play at a high level. All those things that are intangibles that come with who they are is why practice is great. They are the players that bring energy. We're going to bring energy every day as a staff, and we're going to expect a lot. We're going to hold them to a high standard, but they have to do that, and they're doing it well.
And they have such a good balance of knowing how to have fun and knowing when to be disciplined too. I mean, how do you sort of spread that on?
Yeah, practice is fun. It should be. Your basketball is fun. Being able to compete at this level is fun, and again, their level of competitiveness is what drives that. They enjoy any type of competition. If it's a shooting game, if it's a half court, so many possessions, or if we're going up and down, they're always trying to win, and the competition is high, and they're competitive people, and so they enjoy that part of practice and the game. I think on the basketball side, I think that they learned a lot about how we can play with multiple guards on the floor. So much of that happened naturally for them. So I think that if there were any questions about how is this going to work, I think they saw how it worked and answered a lot of questions for them early. And then I think just the memories and the experience that they had and they made together is what they take from a trip like that.
All right, last year was a lot of Preseason and then some more Preseason. How has she kind of adjusted to her role this year, and what are you kind of expecting from her in year two when she was a Big 12 Freshman of the Year candidate?
Yeah, I think you're still going to see a lot of Preseason. I mean, Preseason is a great player. I think now what you're going to see is I think she's going to be less frustrated because she's going to have to, not be in a situation to force as many things that she had to do and create last year. So I think she's put in a better position to do what she does best and push the tempo and be aggressive and look to score, but she's got great people around her that can also play, and it takes a lot of pressure off of her, that she had last year. She had to fill, such a big role for us last year, and still very significant on our team, but I think going to be a little bit easier in a lot of ways. She'll have more kick opportunities. She'll have there's a lot of people to guard on our team, so it's not going to be as many double teams, and always the strongest defender may not be guarding her every night. So in a lot of ways, I think it'll be easier for her.
Now you have this kind of talent, this kind of depth. How is that going to help with minutes and resting some of the players like Jabrice?
Yeah, I think we can keep them fresher. And when you look at an entire season, if you can do that throughout the year, I think it makes a big difference. I mean, you see that at the pro level, and obviously played a ton of games, but it adds up. Your minutes add up, your pounding adds up. So if we can keep that down, I think we can keep them fresher longer and hopefully playing at a high level late.
The preseason rankings for the Big 12 have come out. Is that posted somewhere in our locker room showing the girls where the rest of the conference thinks they're at?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is a great thing. It means nothing. It's all preseason picks. Anytime it's a preseason pick, it's what people think might happen. It's not necessarily what will happen. And I think, you can always use that as motivation. You can use that as reassurance, however you look at it and wherever you're chosen. I think you can use that in a lot of ways. But they know regardless of where they're picked, they got a lot of work to do and they've got a lot to prove.
You guys got kind of playing your best basketball at the end of the year. Like, you peaked at the exact right time for making a big push. How do you carry that over into the season?
I thought that was one of the highlights of our year last year because we had our young players playing such significant roles and playing at a high level, as well as Yvonne. I thought, she finished strong as well. So you take that into your spring workouts, into your summer workouts. And your freshmen learn so much in that first year about what their off season needs to look like, and why we're in the weight room and why we're doing some of the things we're doing because of the level that they're having to compete at every single day. So, no question, you take that momentum into the off season.
What's going to be the biggest difference between this year's team and last year's team?
Well, it's a whole new team, so I think that there's so many differences. We have great size inside, which you need in this league. You've got to be able to throw it to the block and score. That helps your guards out tremendously. I think, the depth of people that we have can score the ball. I feel like we have 5 people on the floor pretty much at all times that are threats that can score it. And I think that makes us harder to guard, in every way.
Can you talk a little bit about what each of the 3 freshmen you have bring to the table?
Absolutely. We're really excited about all of them. Arella is a great scorer. She has that mentality. She has that skill set. She's played many games. You can tell she's grew up playing on the playground and knows how to create her own shot, knows how to create for others, and plays with a high motor. I mean, she's not just an offensive player. She's making plays on the defensive end. At times, I think she's one of our best defensive players. Will rebound it as well. Brittany Brewer brings us great size, tremendously athletic, can really run. I mean, she's fast, 4'6", and her best days are ahead of her. As she gets stronger and continues to still develop, she's going to be a big-time player. And then Grayson Bright, every time the lights come on and people are in the stands, she hasn't missed a shot yet in front of our fans. So she's going to keep coming. I'm so excited about her. She has got a great upside. She's very athletic, probably one of our best leapers, one of our most high motor kids. So I think she's going to impact us in a lot of ways.